This video is sponsored by RKTF University, Radisson Blu. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in Kazakhstan on Wednesday for a regional summit aiming to strengthen anti-Western alliances and bolster their influence in Central Asia. The leaders attended a meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Astana, a Beijing-led regional bloc that includes Central Asian nations, India and Iran. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to visit Moscow next week for talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This visit comes amidst deepening China-Russia relations and heightened tensions between the US and Russia, highlighting Moscow's increasing reliance on China. Japan's Supreme Court ruled on Wednesday that the defunct eugenics law, which forcibly sterilized thousands between 1948 and 1996, was unconstitutional. The court also declared that a 20-year statute of limitations could not be applied, paving the way for victims to claim compensation after years of legal battles. French citizen Laurent Venatier has pleaded guilty to charges of illegally collecting information on military issues in Russia, state news agency TASS reported on Wednesday. Venatier was arrested in Moscow in June amid heightened tensions between Moscow and Paris, following French President Emmanuel Macron's remark about possibly deploying French troops in Ukraine. President Joe Biden's poor debate performance has sent shockwaves through the Democratic Party, prompting lawmakers to confront a crisis that could significantly impact the presidential election. Despite the concerns raised about his age and capacity, Biden has made it clear that he has no plans to withdraw from the race against Donald Trump. Egypt's new cabinet, led by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouly, has sworn in on Wednesday amidst economic challenges and regional conflicts. Significant changes were made in defense and economy-related portfolios, while ministers overseeing police and tourism remained in their positions. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party and its ally, the Jagmeet Singh-led New Democratic Party, are losing voter confidence ahead of next year's general election. According to a recent poll, this decline raises questions about Trudeau's leadership and the future of the current political alliance. India is making significant strides in establishing the Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence as the leading authority on AI, covering regulations and the development of a global framework. Major countries such as US, France, Canada and the UK, Japan, Korea, Brazil and Argentina have agreed to this initiative with a ministerial sign-off and final negotiations scheduled for July 3, according to government insiders. Pakistan is reportedly arming its JF-17 jets with nuclear-capable RAD missiles developed jointly with China. This move follows years of efforts to phase out the Pakistan Air Force's aging Mirage fighter aircraft from their nuclear striker role. Google's greenhouse gas emissions have surged by nearly 50% over the past 5 years, primarily due to the energy-intensive demands of data centers supporting artificial intelligence. This significant increase was detailed in Google's 2024 environmental report released on Tuesday.
इस तरह आरकेटीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। आरकेटीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी, ये है आरकेटीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी। आरकेटीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Russian President Vladimir Putin offered condolences over the Hathras stampede incident, which claimed 121 lives, mostly among children and women, attending the satsang gathering from Uttar Pradesh and neighboring states on Tuesday. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Wednesday met his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Astana, Kazakhstan on the sidelines of the annual Shanghai Cooperation Organization and pressed for the safe and expeditious return of Indian nationals stuck in the war zone. It's reported that former Chief Minister of Jharkhand Hemant Soren is set to resume office following his release from prison in connection with an alleged land scam case. Sources within the India alliance indicate that there is consensus among MLAs and leaders for his reinstatement. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO is experiencing an exciting period with multiple ambitious projects. While Aditya L1 has completed its first halo orbit, ISRO has also finalized primarily design work for Module 1 of India's space station. More than 30,000 pilgrims visited the Amarnath cave shrine in the South Kashmir Himalayas on Wednesday, bringing the total number of devotees who have had darshan of the naturally formed ice lingam to over 1 lakh, officials stated. The Amarnath Yatra, which began on Saturday, follows two routes: the traditional 48 km Nunwan Pahalgam route in Anantnag and the shorter, steeper 14 km Baltal route in Ganderbal. The CBI arrested Aman Singh, an alleged co-conspirator in the NEET UG paper leak case from Dhanbad, Jharkhand on Wednesday. Officials stated that the CBI uncovered a Jharkhand-based module invoked in the paper leak, leading to Singh's arrest. The celebrations for India's T20 World Cup victory will commence as the Indian team lands in Delhi and meets Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They will then head to Mumbai for an open bus parade from Marine Drive to Wankhede Stadium. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has organized a function at the stadium where the team will receive a prize money of Rs 125 crores. The UK general election on Thursday is expected to deliver the most diverse parliament in the country's history, with an increased number of parliamentarians of Indian heritage likely to be elected. An analysis by the British Future think tank indicates that the Labour Party could have the largest number of ethnic minority MPs if it wins an overall majority, with even more in a landslide scenario. In his final press conference before the UK elections, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stated he is fighting for every vote and would take full responsibility for the election result. He emphasized that he is not the only Conservative who hasn't conceded defeat and argued that a Labour win is not guaranteed. "I am fighting hard for every vote," Sunak said. BJP veteran LK Advani, 96, was admitted to Apollo Hospital in New Delhi on Wednesday, days after being discharged from AIIMS. Doctors at Apollo Hospital stated that his condition is stable and is currently under observation. Advani was previously discharged from AIIMS on June 27.